Shift focus now, it's a big diplomatic faux pas. The British High Commissioner who made this visit to Mirpur in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And what's even more bizarre is the fact that on the very same day, you have the British who've now put out a travel advisory preventing their own citizens from travelling in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. But while she was present there, the British High Commissioner essentially spoke about the relations between UK and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Remember, as far as India is concerned, a similar sort of visit that was made by the US High Commissioner, India had taken a strong position saying that the territorial integrity and sovereignty of India should be respected. Now, this certainly comes across as a major diplomatic faux pas, but so far we haven't really heard from the Indian side with regards to how exactly would India take this, but keeping in mind that there has been a pattern to the response that has come in, especially on visits like this. Let's begin the trending birdie question, the bigger question that is being asked, whether at all the United States of America and UK are essentially respecting what India has been saying, that this is nothing but a clear breach, and more importantly, not really respecting the territorial integrity and sovereignty of India. Joining us on the broadcast tonight, Ravinder Sachdev, Kuldeep Singh Shekhawat and Javed Khan. Ravinder Sachdev, I want to begin by asking you, we saw when the US High Commissioner made that visit to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, India took a very strong position on this matter, saying that the territorial integrity and sovereignty of India should be respected. A similar sort of event takes place, and the question is still being asked, what exactly has gone really wrong with the responses that have really come in from the United States of America as well as UK when it comes to Pakistan occupied Kashmir?
Thank you, sir. A pleasure to be with you. I mean, my first off-the-cuff reaction is that you see diplomacy, and each step is orchestrated, curated thoughtfully, zillions of times by the diplomats. So, as you said, I do not think, I would beg to disagree, or I would put it this way, this is not a faux pas. This is, if it could be said, designed, because they know, I mean, the UK embassy or High Commission in Pakistan knows, the American embassy knows what India's sentiments are, what are the calculus and all. So when the UK High Commissioner visits this region, they clearly know what they're doing. It's not they're like innocents abroad. They may act like innocents abroad, but they know what they're doing, right? One. But then it begs the question, why are they doing it? A couple of things which are very clear somewhat. She said that she visited Mirpur, and she said that 70% of people from Pakistan who are in the UK are from Mirpur. So that kind of lends a dimension of domestic politics, voter politics in the UK. So if 70% of Pakistani, 70% of, let's say, British citizens are of Pakistani origin from Mirpur, obviously the government wants to kind of play mollycoddle them. And secondly, they know very well what will India's sensitivities be. So this is not just like, a random thing I decided. And sure, there could be attractions, go to, Mirpur, go anywhere, Lahore, Quetta, etc., or Karachi and all. But any step by an ambassador or any one of the diplomatic mission is usually thought over. So what it indicates also is that the UK, I mean, they're playing games. These are games being played. That's what I say. If these are games being played, they know what the reaction in India will be to this visit. Do you think they will not have factored in? They would have known what message they're sending to India with this visit by her. And same with the US. So there are games going on.
I seem to be having an audio problem right now, not being able to hear you properly. But let me just take this a little forward, Ravinder, with regards to, let's get the UK. Where does United Kingdom really stand on this entire matter? Because remember, this position has been very clear. In fact, Kuldeep Singh Shekhawat will try and get him on board to get the UK version on this entire matter, because as far as United Kingdom is concerned, in the past too also we've been very clear on certain matters, be it with the way they have essentially dealt with the Khalistani issue, or for that matter giving free space to anti-India elements in the United Kingdom too has been a major issue. Kuldeep Singh Shekhawat, this visit of the UK High Commissioner to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir will certainly not go down well with India at this point in time. India did not shy away from taking a very strong position when the United States of America's High Commissioner made that visit to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Even at that point in time, it was essentially touted as a secret meeting. It is not something that they've been open about. The Pakistanis keep saying that, look here, when the High Commissioner of United Kingdom as well as US went to Jammu and Kashmir during G20, we are very clear about the fact that there is nothing secret about it. There is nothing secret about the visits that we have essentially made. So where do you think UK is essentially getting this completely wrong?
See, first of all, my view and the local view here in UK is very simple, that a British High Commissioner has all the reason to visit POK. Why she is visiting POK is because, first of all, she has a little bit of local influence. She's from an area called Durham, which is close to the people from Pakistani origin who live in UK. So they might have put some influence on her that she should visit their area. That is one simple answer. Diplomatically, it's not as simple as it looks like, because Rishi will not like to sabotage anything and harm India-UK relations at any level. So I can understand Rishi might not have put it in a way to the home, to the FCDO or Foreign and Commonwealth Office to visit for a specific reason. But yes, Jane, as we all know her, she has a counter-terrorism background. And she would like to know what is happening in that part of the world. That is why she might have visited that area, and she must be given a brief. She must be given a brief that, okay, you look at things the way Pakistan, what is the Pakistani perspective of these areas and the way the Pakistani community in POK is doing, because there are a lot of protests happening in POK. A lot of people in POK wants to join India. Lot of TV interviews are coming out in the West, and a lot of people of Pakistani origin living in Europe are speaking up, saying POK is not the right place to live. So I think this is an assessment visit, and she might have gone there to see for herself and report to the British authorities what is going on in POK. Maybe Pakistan is trying to improve on the British establishment about something which we are not aware of, but as far as I can understand, Rajnath ji was here yesterday, and Britain will never do something at this moment of time to derail any business deal which is going on between India and UK, and the UK-India relation will suffer because of these kind of incidents. So there must be something more behind this visit. And the ambassador, well, she has a right to visit, there's not an issue about that, but why she visited at this particular moment of time? She has been in all her career, majority of her time is in Middle East. She was in Afghanistan, she was in Yemen, and if I remember correctly, she was earlier in Pakistan as Special Envoy. So she has an expertise on Pakistan for sure.
Something else, Mr.
Now,
Shekhawat.
Sorry?
Mr. Shekhawat, it's not about the history of the ambassador here. The fact of the matter is that every other ambassador who's been in Pakistan has been extremely cautious on this matter, because they do realize that this has never gone down well with India. More importantly, this is not, the fact of the matter is that it's not about disputed territory. We are very clear about our position. India has been very clear about its position. This is Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. When the United States of America made the mistake of calling it Azad Jammu and Kashmir, we did actually take umbrage, so much so the United States of America had to take a back seat. So we are very clear about our position on this entire matter. So whether at all the ambassador has had an extensive sort of an experience, be it in Yemen or any other country, that certainly does not give the ambassador that kind of a leeway that you can actually go ahead and be right present there and could then call it, okay, look here, it's a secret meeting that has actually taken place. We do not want the public to really know about it. Then we should actually issue a travel advisory so that India should be okay with the fact that, okay, look here, at least we've put out a travel advisory. We are telling our UK citizens that don't go to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Javed Khan, let me also quickly bring you into the debate right now. Javed Khan, there is an understanding right now in Pakistan that you want to try and legitimize this. The fact of the matter is that there's nothing to legitimize as far as Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is concerned, and you should actually give up on these attempts that you're again and again making with the West, hoping that this is going to find some sort of a legitimacy.
Thank you very much. But I really wonder why you are so perturbed about Jane Marriott's visit to Azad Jammu and Kashmir, because in your own part of the Kashmir, occupied Indian Kashmir, you abolished Article 370. You have done away with the special status of the occupied Kashmir. You have literally integrated occupied Kashmir with India. Now you are talking about the Pakistani Kashmir, which is not an integral part of Pakistan. While on the contrary, you have made occupied Kashmir an integral part. It is still a disputed territory, but still, why should India be bothered about that?
History is very clear on this entire matter.
The Azad Jammu and Kashmir,
clearly,
because as you pointed out yourself,
when you tried to capture Poonch and Baramulla, you've occupied it. That Jammu and Kashmir has always been India's. There is no denial about it. Whether you like it, whether you do not like it, you tried to capture it. And the Maharaja had made it very clear that it stands with India.
I think we are very clear about it, that Kashmir is a disputed territory. The dispute has been recognized by the United Nations and the relevant Security Council.
It's not disputed by.
They call for
it's not a dispute for us.
They give right to the Kashmiri people to decide their own future the way they want to decide. What India has done, they have denied them this basic fundamental right to decide their future, whether they want to live with India or with Pakistan, or they would like to have an independent state. It is not Pakistan which has violated the Security Council resolutions, but it has New Delhi which has done that. And India violated the Security Council resolutions and the commitments it made with the United Nations,
what about
the global community, that they would allow Kashmiris to decide their own fate. And now, since you have abrogated Article 370, you have literally done away with the Kashmir problem.
Javed Khan, that is our internal matter. Javed Khan, that is our internal matter. First of all, no one is asking. Javed Khan, we've never asked for Pakistan's view on this entire matter. We have never asked Pakistan their view on the abrogation of Article 370, a temporary provision. It's our internal matter. You don't have any right to even comment about it. But having said that, you will not give me a direct answer when you have basically tried to lobby very hard with the West. But look at the situation right now, Javed Khan, that on the very day the UK High Commissioner makes a visit to Mirpur, calls it a secret visit, you have a travel advisory that has been issued by UK. They say that it is not safe to travel to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. What does that really mean? You do realize your position. When UK High Commissioner as well as US High Commissioner,
when it was reported by
US Ambassador, when the US Ambassador as well as UK High Commissioner visited Srinagar during G20, there was no travel advisory that was actually issued. So as far as our position is concerned and our dealing with the West is concerned, we are very clear about it. You have to really worry because the situation is like this, that they have to pacify. They're just perhaps, dangling a carrot in front of you.
You called it a secret visit, where it has been reported by every media outlet in Pakistan and in India as well. Then why you call it a secret visit? She went there. It was a very visible visit. She met a lot of people over there, and particularly the Kashmiri UK diaspora. I think many foreign envoys have been visiting Azad Jammu and Kashmir. This is not the first visit by any foreign envoy. So why you take it in a way that it is probably a standalone kind of a visit of Azad Jammu and Kashmir by a foreign dignitary or a foreign envoy, ambassador or high commissioner? I don't see any problem with that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Javed Khan, Kuldeep Singh Shekhawat, as well as Rabinder Sajdev. I'm sorry I can't take another word from all of you right now. We're running short of time, but that's all that we could pack in this edition of Trending Burning Question.